Hey guys, this is Mr. Missilefart coming at you with a new vid. This time we'll be covering VRS, otherwise known as variable rate shading. To be more specific, we'll be covering VRS Tier 1 as implemented in 3D Mark's VRS Tier 1 interactive benchmark. For the purposes of this vid, we'll be defining VRS as different shading quality based on the distance from the camera. Simple enough, right? Close to the camera we'll use 1:1 per pixel shading, as do the lion's share of modern games. In the medium range we'll use 2x2 shading, and in the far off distance where the lower quality shading is less noticeable, we'll use the 4x4 setting. Without VRS, every pixel in the scene would be shaded individually, as represented in this scene by the red area. With VRS, the pixel shading rate of triangles can vary. The developer has options to choose from for each 16x16 pixel region, including having one shading result be used to color 4 pixels, what's called 2x2 settings, as represented by the green area, or 16 pixels, 4x4 settings, as represented by the blue area in the scene. This approach is used in 3D Mark's Tier 1 VRS test. For the first segment, we'll be looking at the VRS off setting, or 1:1 pixel shading, as compared to 3 different VRS settings in a 3D Mark test. Each segment will have the scene analysis in the bottom right corner to show the distribution of different shading qualities. Remember, red is native 1:1 shading, green is 2x2 shading, effectively medium quality, and finally, blue is 4x4 shading, what could be called low shading quality. We'll be comparing native per pixel shading, or VRS off, to 3 settings. Setting 1, default 3D Mark settings, distance at 13 for 2x2 green, and distance at 160 for 4x4 blue. Setting 2, all pixels set to VRS 2x2 green, or medium shading quality. Setting 3, all pixels set to VRS 4x4 blue, or low shading quality. So without further ado, let's have a look at the comparisons. Now that we've had a look at the results for each quality setting, let's take a look at more mixed VRS settings. Here we have VRS off, native per pixel settings up against 3 mixed VRS settings. Setting 1, 3D Mark default. As we previously saw, distance at 13 for 2x2 green, or medium quality, and distance at 160 for 4x4 blue, or low quality. Setting 2, distance at 30 for 2x2 green medium quality, and distance at 150 for 4x4 blue low quality. Setting 3, distance at 75 for 2x2 green medium quality, and distance at 175 for 4x4 blue low quality. Let's check it out. Well, there you have it. Hopefully now you have a good idea of what VRS Tier 1 brings to the table, as we're likely to see it a lot more with the upcoming release of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, both of which should support at the very least VRS Tier 1 in addition to VRS Tier 2. No doubt VRS comes with a trade-off for visual quality, but when used wisely, it can offer substantial performance gains. In upcoming vids, I'll be covering more next-gen features like VRS Tier 2 and ray tracing. Thanks for tuning in. Mr. Missilefart out.